Have you ever stopped to notice how one little habit could be quietly sabotaging your chances at happiness every single day? We're not talking about the obvious stuff. No, this is something much sneakier, something so many of us do automatically, without thinking, and it's holding us back from the joyful, fulfilled life we say we want. If you're someone who wants to finally feel better, be happier, and actually enjoy your life, then you absolutely need to hear what I'm about to share. Because the truth is, happiness doesn't just happen, it's built. And there's one habit in particular that could be wrecking your chances before you even get started. Welcome to the Growth Mindset Project, where we're all about helping you become your happiest, healthiest, and most empowered self. If you're passionate about building a better life, go ahead and give that subscribe button a click and ring the bell so you never miss a chance to grow and transform your mindset. So, let's talk about it. Which habit am I talking about? It's the way you make fun of yourself. That's right, those sarcastic jabs, the little digs, the "oh, I'm such a mess" comments, the jokes you make at your own expense. You think it's harmless. Maybe you even think it's humble, relatable, or just your sense of humor shining through. But the reality? That exact habit, the habit of not taking yourself seriously, of making fun of yourself, is secretly ruining your happiness. You'd be shocked how those offhand jokes and casual insults become a backdrop of negativity, influencing each choice you make throughout your day. Let's get real. Every day, the actions you choose are building the life you live. Your routines, your habits, the way you talk to yourself. These are the bricks and mortar of your existence. If you're always cracking jokes about how you can't get anything right, or calling yourself lazy, clumsy, or any other negative thing, even if you do it as a joke, your mind is listening. And over time, it starts to believe it's true. And that belief seeps into your actions. Think about it. Maybe you roll your eyes at the idea of being an organized person. So you pile up laundry, leave your stuff lying around, and laugh about the chaos. But deep down, part of you starts to internalize it. This is just who I am. Or let's say you brush off your struggles with healthy eating by calling yourself a junk food addict every chance you get. You shrug and say you'll just always eat terribly. The result? You keep reaching for the processed foods, feeling a little worse each day, reinforcing that old stereotype. It becomes a cycle, powered by those little jokes, until you actually start believing that you can't change. And it isn't just about your habits, it's about your identity. Every single time you make fun of yourself, you chip away at your own self-respect. And when you don't respect yourself, how are you ever going to make choices that build you up? It sounds exaggerated, but your happiness is absolutely being shaped by this subtle, self-demeaning humor. And most of us have no idea just how powerful it really is. I realized this recently in a way that really hit home. I was reflecting on why, despite my good intentions, I wasn't making choices that fueled my happiness. Why was I tired all the time? Why was I eating food that didn't make me feel good, skipping out on self-care, letting my living space become a mess, and generally just dragging my feet through each day? I started to notice how often I'd make fun of myself, downplay my struggles, act like it was all just a funny mess. But the truth is, I wasn't laughing on the inside. I was just quietly making myself feel even worse. And the thing is, every day is a series of hundreds of micro choices, little decisions that come together into what we call our habits. You wake up and decide, will I make my bed or not? Will I drink water or just reach for coffee and hope for the best? Will I brush my teeth, eat some fruit, stretch, breathe, check in with myself? Each choice may seem tiny on its own, but collectively, they set the tone for your entire life. And when you're stuck in the habit of making fun of yourself, you're a lot more likely to just slide into inaction because you're not taking your needs seriously. If you're finding any of this relatable, drop a like and let me know in the comments. How do you catch yourself using self-deprecating humor? Have you noticed it impacting your actions or your happiness? Here's the thing. You wouldn't treat your friends like this, so why do you do it to yourself? If a friend came to you and said, I feel tired and unmotivated, I just can't seem to get anything right. Would you laugh and tell them, yeah, you're hopeless, aren't you? Of course not. You'd encourage them, you'd offer support, you'd help them see their good qualities. But when it comes to ourselves, so many of us use ridicule as a shield because it's easier than risking failure or vulnerability. Except it doesn't protect us. It just erodes our self-trust. What changed everything for me was the realization that I don't want to stroll through life, wishing to be happy and hoping the right habits will magically fall into place while I stand on the sidelines, making jokes. I have to run like hell toward the version of myself who is happy, healthy, and whole. And that starts with taking myself seriously. So, what does that actually look like day to day? It means swapping sarcasm for genuine self-regard. When you mess up, instead of making a joke at your own expense, you simply note, that wasn't the choice I wanted to make, but I know I can do better. You honor your efforts, even if they're small. You congratulate yourself for wins, even if nobody else notices. You cultivate self-trust, not by self-mockery, but by self-respect. That shift builds momentum. When you treat yourself like someone worthy of kindness, your actions become acts of self-care instead of self-punishment. You stop eating garbage food just because it's easy, and start choosing meals that make you feel alive. You don't stay up all night on your phone, ignoring your need for sleep, then laugh it off the next day. You go to bed, you drink the water, you clear the clutter, not because you're obsessed with self-improvement, but because you finally believe you are worth caring for at the deepest level. And when you feel worthy, when your inner dialogue shifts from self-ridicule to encouragement, you're more likely to keep those habits going. You are actually running toward happiness, not waiting for it to happen. The truly happy, healthy people you see didn't stumble into that place by accident. They ran toward it. They picked themselves up again and again, showing self-love in their actions day after day. If you're finding value in this, quick reminder to like this video, hit subscribe, and let us know below how you're building happiness into your life without making a joke out of your goals. Taking yourself seriously doesn't mean you lose your sense of humor. In fact, it means you can laugh at life in a lighter, freer way, because you're not always dragging yourself down, even if it's subtle. You begin to see that self-love isn't selfish, it's foundational. You can't build a strong, happy life on a shaky base of self-ridicule. You can run as fast as you want, but if you're always undermining yourself with jokes and self-doubt, you'll never reach your full potential. The heaviest thing you carry isn't your failures. It's the way you've learned to treat yourself. So I invite you today, stop making fun of yourself. Instead, start acting like the person you hope to become. Let your actions tell the real joke, that you actually can be happy, healthy, energized, and at peace. Trust that this new habit will change everything. Thanks for spending this time with the Growth Mindset Project. If you're ready to go deeper and keep building up your happiness toolkit, check out our other videos right here. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that bell so you never miss the next step in your self-growth journey. I'll see you in the next video.